All right, here we go. Number 65, a lead generation website. Making a website that will attract leads that you can then sell to usually tradesmen. So let me give you an idea. If somebody's searching for painters in your city, painters in Sydney, if you had a website that was called paintersinsydney.com and people came onto your, and there was a simple form where they put their details in or wanted a quote or something like that, you would get those leads and then you would farm them out to the highest bidder of painters in Sydney. You'd have a network of painters. You'd speak to them and say, I've got some leads for you. How much will you pay me for each lead? You might want to throw them a few leads to begin with, just to show your faith. And then afterwards, they might pay you $50 per lead that you generate. So you're generating the leads and you're then on selling those leads to whoever it is, whatever tradesman it is. So I just did a search for plumbers in Sydney. Plumber Sydney, that's all I put in. Assuming I was just somebody that was after a plumber in Sydney, plumber Sydney. Apart from the ads, of course, that come up, and if you wanted to, you could easily advertise that sort of a site. There is a site that I did come across that was quite interesting. And here it is. It's called A Plumber Sydney. So A Plumber Sydney, if that's what they were searching. And it sort of looks like it's got a mobile phone number and stuff. And it looks like somebody is, you're contacting a plumber. But on a bit more investigation, pretty sure this is exactly what I'm talking about. So somebody that is searching a plumber is just going to come on here and sort of navigate a very simple site. I'm just going to go to the front page here, the main page. It's got some pictures, emergency service, of course, because they would have contacts of anyone that would do emergency service. They've set up a generic domain name and, of course, matching email address, of course, just a straight info. A little bit about what they do, and then please contact. They do most areas, of course, because they would have details, so details in the local area. And a quote is just a simple form. Fill out their name and address, hit inquiry, and an email will be sent through, and then that's what they farm out. So you don't actually have to speak to anyone. I dare say their mobile number will go straight to a voicemail or a message bank that says, please leave your details. It's got some testimonials there. Very simple. Very simple. And they do have a little Facebook and LinkedIn profile, which I just checked out. Their LinkedIn profile is useless, to say the least. And their Facebook profile is not much better. The last post they had on Facebook was January 2019, well over a year ago. It wouldn't be too hard to set up a website just like this one, or even better. A couple of social media profiles with some ongoing content would really do it justice. And if you kept that in the forefront of people's minds when they did need a plumber, they can easily go to the website, put an inquiry in, and away you go. Plumbing is just one example. It could be anything. It could be painting, as we saw before. Building, renovations, any sort of trade, electrician, whatever's needed. And in your local area, you're going to grab a hold of that local area. And once you've got a couple of, in this case, plumbers that you contact that will pay you, it's just a matter of the more leads you attract, then the more money you make. You just keep farming it out. So that's how that one's done. Pretty basic, not that impressive, but I'm sure they're getting quite a lot of inquiries and they're selling them for $50 a pop. I did a little bit more research and there was another one I came across. This one does look a bit more professional, but it's exactly the same concept. Put your details in here and somebody will get back to you. Inquire only or book a job, so they know they'll probably get a certain price for booking a job and they'll get a certain price for just an inquiry. But they'll farm them out to people they know. Now I know this is not an actual plumber. This is just an agency, if you like to call it that way. Because if you go down to the very bottom, their details, Kent Street, is office buildings. That's all office blocks there in Sydney. There are certainly no plumbing offices supplies there. That's just a building. So there'll be offices, a phone line, email, that sort of thing. So, and people just taking care of inquiries. So same sort of thing. Just this website certainly looks a bit more professional. It's got some testimonials, which is fantastic. Wouldn't be too hard to chase those up. Payment advice. Looks like it's got some ads here as well. Information, if you had a blog on, how to find a trusting plumber, that sort of thing. Looks like they've got a Twitter account as well. So this one's a little bit better done, but same scenario, same set up the same way. And if you can corner a niche that's not done in your city, plumbers that are struggling for business will pay you good money just to send them inquiries. They don't know how to, do their Google AdWords for themselves. They don't know how to get leads. All they know how to do is do the plumbing job. So that's a good one. I think that's certainly worth exploring. It's very easy to set up your own website. I'll leave a link below of just an ebook that I've got of how you can set up a website. That's very easy to do. And then it's just cornering the market. Once it's up and running, you could just start running some paid advertising and you'll just watch your inquiries explode. So that's how that works. Hopefully that made sense. But that's a lead generation website. So leave a little comment below. Let me know what you think. If that's something you would sort of try, let us know if you have any success with that, and let's let everyone know. If you are looking at starting your side hustle in 2020, this is definitely the book I recommend to get started. It's by legendary marketer Russell Brunson. You can get a copy of it sent to you. You just need to pay the shipping costs and we'll send it out. I'll leave a link down below. Be sure to go through and get a copy of that to get started. It's well worth it.